The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple, over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. Once again, we have author and health expert Stacey Chillemi coming back here on the Mike Wagner Show. She's the author of her latest book, The Complete Herbal Guide, A Natural Approach to Healing a Body. We talked about hair loss. We also talked about some other things as well, too, and involving just what it covers as well, too. And if you want to get information about Stacey, you can go back to our previous podcast. But today, we're here to talk about the immune system and why it's important to have an immune system and how it relates to hair loss as well, too, during this pandemic. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from our beautiful studios in the East Coast, Ladies and gentlemen, author and health expert Stacey Chillemi. Stacey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Hi, how are you doing? It's great to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you back as well, too. So you have the book called The Complete Herbal Guide, A Natural Approach to Healing a Body. And, of course, we talked about your background and everything else, too. And let's talk about immunity and the immune system. And why is it important to have such an immune system during this time of pandemic?
During this time, so much is going on. A lot of people are going through stress. There's, you need to have a lot of energy. People are losing their jobs. There's just like so much going on. People are worried about their finances and the future. And you really have to be strong. Stress itself is actually a main factor of, having a low immune system. And when you have a low immune system, you make yourself more susceptible to illnesses around you. And that's why sometimes, you see people, they get sick a lot, and a lot of times if you hear them talk, they're very stressed out. A lot of people do get affected by stress. They get affected, it affects their immune system and it brings on a lot of illnesses. Sometimes, you see people, they have one illness, it goes away, and then all of a sudden, a week or two later, you're talking to them on the phone and now they have something else because your body is getting worn down, and you have to really always build your immune system up and keep it strong. So you put a wall around yourself from all those different illnesses that, are here and try to invade us.
And what type of stresses are there that affect the body?
Any type of stress, can affect the body. If you have a previous condition, let's say, that wears down your body. That can wear down your immune system itself. If you're going through anything emotionally, something that affects your mentality, that could actually bring down your immune system as well. There's so many factors and so many different things that could wear down the immune system. Mentally and physically, you have to keep yourself strong, because when you keep yourself strong and you keep yourself intact, you can actually, keep yourself healthy overall and from different illnesses, especially now with the virus, it's here, you don't want to make yourself susceptible to it. You want to keep yourself as strong as possible. You want to keep your immune system up because you want to try to fight against anything that happens to you.
And also, what are some of the healing that comes with immunity? It's like what's the best to take in terms of building up your immunity and fighting off the stress?
I like to take zinc. I take zinc every day, and I think vitamin C is very good also. I have a little concoction that I make, and it has zinc, it has vitamin C powder, and it has it's a liquid, and it has all different healthy fats in it. And healthy fats actually boost the immune system as well. And I put them all together in a little water, and I drink it down. And that's one thing that can, it helps when you do it on a consistent basis. It could help build your immune system up. Some people don't like taking pills, and that's, something like that would be very good for somebody. Also diet too. People have to, eat healthier, maybe, try to stay and focus, towards vegetables and the plant-based foods. Also, spinach and broccoli, all those type of things are really good for you. Citrus foods, fruits are very good for you. Like if you think about, anything like grapefruit, oranges, tangerines, all those types of fruits are very good because they have vitamin C in them. Also, you could also you could have let me see. I'm trying to think of all the different things. Red peppers. A lot of people don't realize, but red peppers can help, it has vitamin C in it. It can help boost the immune system. It's very good for you. And, a little caffeine is good for you because it energizes you, it boosts you up, and it has different things in it that can help build the immune system up as well. Caffeine is actually, as long as you don't take too much, it's good for you. Mm-hmm. And anything that is also like immune for your immune system, anything that is you want to keep your inflammation down. That's one other thing that can actually break the immune system down too.
And talking about inflammation, what do you mean by that? Maybe a little more detail.
Okay, like a lot of people, we tend to eat a lot of carbs. Carbs actually, convert to sugar and actually make us very bloated, and you get a lot of inflammation from that. So when your body is inflamed and it has a lot of inflammation, that it actually weakens the body. Your body has to work harder to break all this water-based, everything that's in the body, and it breaks down the immune system. Inflammation is very bad for your body. So you really want to, maybe make sure you're hydrated, drink a lot of water, try to stay away from sugar if you can. Exercising is really good. You don't want to, if you see yourself, you feel, that you have inflammation, there's different ways that you could, different things you can do to actually, help your body not be inflamed.
And also, you talked about red peppers as being essential to vitamin C. How does that compare to the green peppers, the yellow peppers, and the other peppers that are out there?
Well, they say, when I do research, they usually gear towards the red peppers. They people, all peppers are good for you, but like if you could add a few extra red peppers, it wouldn't hurt, because they do have a lot of nutrients in them. It's a little bit different than the other peppers, and it helps a lot with the immune system as well.
And also, how about some of the other foods as well, too, to help with the immune system, and what other foods that you want everyone to stay away from?
Like I was saying before, we really, people love carbs. I try now to watch how much carbs I intake, and I try not to stay away from, I try to stay away from it. Pasta, converts to sugar, and that can make you very inflamed. You ever notice, if you have a pasta on a Sunday, right afterwards, you feel really bloated, and you sit down and you want to just go to sleep, or you might see a couple of your relatives falling asleep on the couch. It's because pasta turns to sugar. It gets stored in your body. Your body's trying to break everything down, and it hurts your immune system as well. Rice is also full of carbs. All those chips we eat at night that we tend to like to munch on, these are all things that have high levels of carbohydrates in them. And then sometimes you don't even realize it, but if you turn some of the vitamins we take too, some of them, like the gummy ones, can be high in carbs also. So you have to be careful as well.
And it's also tied to hair loss as well, too. We'll talk about it in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can also check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, over 25 podcast platforms. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with author and health expert Stacey Chillemi of The Complete Herbal Guide here on the Mike Wagner Show. And last time we talked about hair loss, and this is also tied in to immunity as well, too. And tell us how those two come together.
Stress tends to bring on hair loss. A lot of people will notice that they start to lose their hair when they're under a lot of stress. And, stress also plays, like we just have been talking about, stress can actually hurt your immune system as well. And that's one of the things that, you start to see. People start to see a little bit of hair loss when they're very stressed out. Your testosterone, both men and women have testosterone. 10% of that is DHT. And the DHT is actually that is the main component that causes the hair loss. It latches on to your hair follicles on your scalp, and it actually makes them close, and it makes it very hard for new hair growth, and it can makes your hair weaken and fall out. So, when you start seeing that, there's two factors. one, you need to start working on decreasing your stress. And then two, there's things like, there's a company called Hair Restoration Laboratories. They have actually a hair shampoo and a hair conditioner, and it's all natural supplements that could actually help block that DHT while you're going through your stress. And it actually could help, bring in hair growth, and it could, it's science-based where it blocks the DHT. I love it so much because it's all naturally based. It has, like green extract, biotin. It has caffeine in it, which, and these things can actually help with stress. But you also have to working on things to decrease your stress, because stress could cause a lot of problems in your body. And
what are some of the ways to decrease stress in your
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was asking is, what are some of the ways to decrease stress in your opinion?
I think exercise is great. I think, you don't have to do anything vigorous. You can go outside, take a nice walk, go on the treadmill. If you have an exercise bike, go on the exercise bike, or just take a walk around your neighborhood. And that, not only is it good for your health and it can bring your immune system up, but it also can decrease your stress as well. Exercise and even just 10 or 15 minutes a day can help with a lot of stuff. You have to work on your stress, because stress can bring on so many problems, both mentally and physically, and it can bring on a lot of illness as well.
And you also talk about hair restoration as well, too, and where can we find it?
They have a website, and it's hair restorations. You can just type in Hair Restoration Laboratory, and it comes on. And you can even go on my website on the Complete Herbal Guide. And we have their products on our homepage, because we were so impressed with all this stuff that it's made of and how well it works.
That is amazing as well, too. And we'll talk about what's coming up as well, too, for Stacey Chillemi. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition weight. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with author and health expert Stacey Chillemi here on the Mike Wagner Show. He's author of The Complete Herbal Guide and Natural Approach to Healing the Body. And what's been the latest with you, and what is coming up in your next book or your next project, and what can you expect from you in 2020 and beyond?
I've been working on doing a lot of public speaking right now and making a lot of videos. A lot of people right now, they read my articles, but they want me to, talk about different things on YouTube. So I've been working on trying to make a lot of different videos to talk about a lot of different conditions that people go through on a daily basis. And right now I'm working on, making videos and, trying to do public speaking and, adding new content to the website. So these are my three main factors that I've been focusing on right now for 2020.
And what's some of the new content that you have on the website, and what can we expect?
Just like we were talking about, stress, anxiety, and the immune system has been a big factor. So many people are very interested on how they can protect their immune system. And this has been a very popular topic. And people want to know how they could cope with COVID, and the virus. They have been going through a lot, people, and it's very scary. And they don't know when it's going to actually end. We hope it ends soon, but, they think it might be a second epidemic that might be coming on. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to make sure that we're strong and that we know how to, handle everything. And sometimes if we learn how to handle things and we face the problems before they occur, we can prepare ourselves so we don't get so stressed out. And we have a lot of articles on our website to help people like that.
And what about people that are in isolation? What's the best advice you can give to someone in isolation, especially when you talk about the stress, the anxiety? And
yes.
What's the best advice you can give to anyone who is in isolation or if they're quarantined with their loved ones?
I think the best thing right now is to find things that you really interest you and focus on doing things that make you feel good. Some people like to cook. Some people like to create things, You do things that make you happy. If you can go in your backyard, or if you can go take a little walk around the block, try to get out of the house. Try to, give yourself some fresh air. Look at the trees and the grass and just, you have to get out somewhat. If you're not comfortable going to stores and you're scared, right now, because some people are still very scared to leave their own home, just try to get outside and just walk around. You put your mask on to protect you. You have social distancing, but try to get some fresh air. I think it's very important. Just taking the garbage out and breathing in some fresh air, can make you feel better. It's different when you isolate yourself in a house. You can get very depressed, and I've heard a lot of people tell me that they've been, feeling very depressed, being isolated in their home. And when you see that happening, you have to take a step back and try to do things that make you feel good.
Mm-hmm. And of course, taking out the garbage, just don't breathe in the garbage. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
And what are some of the things you want to add in for our listeners as well, too? Because we'd like to have you back and talk about some other things. What are some of the things you would like to add on as well?
I really want people to really think about like meditation and doing stretching. And one thing, when people sit down on the couch too much and they lay around, they start to gain weight, and that's not healthy for you. That could bring a lot of illness. Also, when you're not moving around and you're not stretching your body and circulating the blood in your body, you tend to get a lot of joint pain and a lot of pain throughout your body. You don't want to see that happen. And so keep moving around, exercise, do stuff that you can do. And if you have, aches and pains in your body, many people do, you do the things you can do. You don't have to be Superman. If your arms hurt you, or if you have pain in certain areas of your body, do other things, but get some exercise. Exercise is important.
Mm-hmm. And that's very important as well, too. And is there anything else you want to add before we go here? We'd love to have you back on 2020, talking about some other things. And there's something I can't remember what I'm going to talk about, but we'll do that for next time.
Memory. We wanted to talk about memory or not. Yes, memory is so important. I'd love to talk to you on your next show if we can go over some stuff and, tell people about memory and help them with that, because we know we all suffer from it.
Well, you'll have to remember on that one. So once again, thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Always do. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase your books, including your latest, The Complete Herbal Guide?
So you can go on the CompleteHerbalGuide.com. It's very easy to remember. It's just thecompleteherbalguide.com, and you go on there. We have thousands of articles about every condition you can think of. We have experts on there that share new information every day. And you can find my books on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. We have books on my website, and even my website, StaceyChillemi.com. We have all my books on that website, so you can go on that too if you'd like. And, people can contact me on the CompleteHerbalGuide.com. Just go into the contact page, shoot me out an email, and I will respond to you. I love getting emails from people. I love hearing people's thoughts and any suggestions people have, because I really base that website to help others. So I really want to know what people really want to hear and what they need, so I could provide them with that.
That is fantastic. Once again, Stacey, a big thank you for your time. You are always fantastic. Looking forward to you soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Definitely have back on in 2020 and beyond, and we'll talk about memory loss, and hopefully we can remember.
That's great. Thank you so much for having me.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leader leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.